I grew up in Mobile, Alabama, in a very conservative evangelical church community. But, you know, it was all I knew for 27 years, and every Sunday I'd be at the altar, bawling my eyes out. As a psychologist treating homosexually oriented men, I have watched with dismay as the LGBT movement has convinced the world that a gay requires a revised understanding of the human person. I am a holy lamb of a boy. Bones broke open to bleed out these rainbows. We admitted we were powerless over our addiction, that our lives had become unmanageable. Oh, my sweet morning star, you were my lighthouse, but you lost that light and let me drown amidst the waves of whispered words from lips of lying priests. Our story begins at a urinal in the semi-private restroom of Metanoia Ministries. A 4-foot trough. Okay. On one side stood Scott, a 32-year-old ex-gay Christian virgin. Woo! Go Scott. On the other side, me, a gay undercover journalist. When I was 16, my first boyfriend, Carlos, was sent to conversion therapy after his mother discovered that he was gay. After a month of silence, Carlos broke up with me because they had convinced him he was straight and that I was going to hell. Unfortunately, this story is not unique. 41 states still lack legislation banning this pseudoscientific practice. And according to several studies done by the UCLA Williams Institute, over 80,000 queer youth will be exposed to conversion therapy in the years to come. So, through the writings of conversion therapist Dr. Nicolosi, an interview with survivor Matthew Hancock, the poetry Pray the Gay Away by Thomas Hill and Morning Star by Jude Campbell, the play Straight, a Conversion Comedy by David Schmader, and the 12 Steps of Recovery by Alcoholics Anonymous, commonly used in conversion therapy practices, a program for Carlos. As we stood there, unbuckling, unzipping, all that remained was one question. Would he look? Okay, so that wasn't working. There was no such thing as a gay person because our society is fundamentally and naturally heterosexual. This blood is an itch, and I've been scratching myself raw, trying to make myself pure. I found this website called Exodus International. It was an organization that connected all these different churches and movements that tried to get homosexuals healed and changed and back to Jesus. We have made a decision to turn our lives and our wills to the care of Jesus Christ. Oh, my sweet morning star. Lucifer fell, and so did you. Consumed with confusion, immune to preclusion, they twisted your mind in the name of God, and my morning star became a monster. On the website, I found a nearby therapist and started seeing him. You know, it was like a normal therapy session, except the message was different. That God created all of us to be heterosexual, but somewhere along the way we were broken. You know, I just wanted to know why I was broken. So the gays gathered for our support group with ex-gay Phil, who shared that his perception of women had been damaged by an early exposure to heterosexual pornography. Oh, come on. I mean, I grew up with the same shit myself. Hot, slutty ladies getting down with big, fat, hairy, straight men. But you know, instead of turning me away from hot, slutty ladies, it just gave me a soft spot for big, fat, hairy, straight men. I wanted to believe Jesus knew everything I was going through. I really thought he would change me. You know, I felt like God wasn't there. I had no roadmap. When I thought of the future, I couldn't think of one for me. We asked God to remove our defects. Oh, my sweet morning star. I thought our love would guide you from your darkness, but you tortured me, tormented me. You made me feel like God hated me. We asked God to remove our shortcomings, but without my sunshine, without my rainbows, nooses don't seem such a nuisance when tied around my neck. I'm neck deep in holy water. I'm drowning. Someone stole all my sunshine. So, I quit believing all of it. You know, it was hard at first. I mean, the world turned upside down and I had to teach myself how to be a normal person again. But I'm proud of how far I've come. So, does conversion therapy work? Yeah, it works. If you make it work. I mean, there's no cure to sacrifice day in and day out, but if you consider that God's calling, maybe you had a chance. Oh, my sweet morning star, how I wish I could save you. But I am no Messiah. I'm just like you. I'm barely convinced I shouldn't jump too. Just remember this. You were always God's favorite. Just as you were